This time on Rat and Cat, a company called Vaunt asked me to review some of their LED lights that you can use in your emergency kits. Welcome to Rat and Cat, where we search, survive, and explore. I'm Nikia. Vaunt asked me to review some of their LED lights. This is a sponsored video. They didn't tell me what to say. They just sent me these lights and asked me to review them. So I'm going to tell you what I think about them. We're going to compare them to a couple other lights. There's also going to be a link I'm going to tell you about at the end where you can get a discount on these lights if you think you like them. There's a headlamp, a flashlight, and a lantern. Let's start with the lanterns. They come in a 2-pack, and they are pretty good. They say that they're made out of aircraft quality material, and I gave them right off to my 3-year-old to test them because she is so rough with these. We've used a Coleman lantern like this for years, and I'll tell you, the first thing to go on these is the bottom. They break, you pull off the bottom on this, and the batteries all pop out, and we ended up taping the other one, and then the next thing to go is the handle on the other one, and the handle's gone on this. It was plastic, and then this plastic part broke. These Vaunt lights, on the other hand, this part is metal, so it's not going to break off as easy. They haven't broken off so far. They've been dropped several times. When you take the bottom off, the batteries don't just pop out. They just stay in place. And my tester, my 3-year-old, as soon as she got her hands on it, within 3 seconds, I kid you not, she had popped off the top on one of these. And I'm like, what? What's up with that? And then I realized that you could put in batteries. It's a little storage compartment on top, which is really cool. It's made to screw off and on. Stays in place. Hang it up, fold these down to the side. There's no dim function on it. And no on or off switch. You just push it down to shut it off, and you can have it dimmer. Set the mood by just closing these down, which is kind of nice. I will say it doesn't last as long. The Coleman seems to go into a dimming mode. Both this one and this Coleman behind me have dim modes, and my wife uses these for night lights for the kids, and they'll last probably about a month of nights. This Vaunt light, maybe a week. And when it does slowly dim, and then it's gone. But good quality. They're pretty light. I like that. And I like that. I think they'll last, which is a big plus for me. All right, moving on to the headlamp. The thing I like about actually, let me just move back to this. The color temperature is probably around 5600 K or Kelvin, so it means it's kind of like daylight sort of light. Whereas this Coleman back here has kind of got a yellow light, which is more a warm, like an old style light bulb, incandescent light bulb, around 3200 Kelvin. So yeah. I don't know that most of you will care about that, but that's what it is. So the headlamp. 2 buttons on the top here, which I think is kind of fun and convenient. On the right, we have red lights, red on, red flashing, which is great if you're on a bicycle or something, want to be seen at night walking. Then on the left, we have the light full on, dim, and flashing. So it's unusual to have 2 buttons on top. There's an energizer. It just has one to go through the modes, and there's just 2 modes, 3 levels of dim on this. Anyhow, so it's nice that it does have a flashing mode. What else? I do like the battery compartment. This is something a lot of people don't think about on headlamps. Sometimes they're really hard to get open and replace the battery. This Energizer one, and I've used Petzl a lot, actually, for my main headlamp for years. But I was in a hurry one day, and I was in Home Depot, and I just needed a headlamp that day, so I picked this one up. this Energizer light, and it's actually been pretty good. It's water resistant, but you open the battery compartment on this, and you have the same problem where it only opens this far. It's actually supposed to open a little bit farther, but it feels like it's going to break. And in fact, on some lights like this and the Petzl, I have accidentally broken those. But even then, it's not open all the way. This Vaunt light opens all the way so that you can get at the batteries easily. They don't just pop out when I've opened the compartment, which some do. So I like that. Easy access, waterproof, water-resistant gasket here, which is nice. The other thing is that this is the Vaunt light headlamp is narrow beam, and I can't remember which one of these this is. 160 lumen. It says the headlamp. Let me compare this for you. See if we can do this on the wall. Okay, this is the Vaunt light. You can see it has a narrow beam. I'm going to turn this off. This is the Energizer, which is supposed to be 300 lumens. So again, on the right is the Vaunt, which is really narrow compared to this broad Energizer, but the Vaunt says it's 150. The Energizer said it was 300, as I recall. And so obviously it's a lot brighter. The other thing, this Vaunt light will throw its beam, I found, at least 200 feet where you can clearly see what's out there, which I've been using more of a broad beam headlamp for a long time. Didn't realize how much I was missing. And it's just really nice to be able to see what's on the other side of a clearing. And yeah, what's out there. And yeah, you can't do that with a lot of these headlamps. It's just too broad of a beam. The other thing is, don't be fooled by how many LEDs on there. A lot of times they'll say they'll have, even 3 or 6 LEDs all over the front. And this Vaunt only has one, but it's a lot brighter. So don't be fooled by that. Yeah. Good product, I think. This is their light, their flashlights. They have, it focuses this way. You pull the front out, this little part here, and it goes into the square beam. And let's compare beams here on the wall. This is the Vaunt. On the right is the Vaunt flashlight. The left is the headlamp, 150 lumens. So on the right, it's brighter than their 150 lumen flashlight. And then I'm going to throw up here the Energizer, which is supposed to be 300 lumens. So it's a broad light, but you're not going to see nearly as far or bright as either of these other ones. And the flashlight, you're going to see even farther than either of those. It's a little bit brighter light. And yeah, it's interesting. I couldn't find online where it said how many lumens they were, but it does say, the flashlight says 400 lumens, and the headlamp is 150 lumens. I do not know on the box, on the lanterns. Lanterns come in a 2-pack. I don't remember if I said that already. One thing about the flashlights is I like the flashlights. I don't know. This is good light, little light for camping. I think it's water resistant as well. I like the ones that have for working around the house, have a little magnet on the back of them, and an LED charger. That's really great. You just pull it off the shelf and go shine it across the field, see what's out there. But when you're backpacking, a lot of times it's more easy to have extra batteries. Although I've been bringing a USB battery pack with me and charging up all my accessories with that sometimes when I'm out in the field. So to change the battery, this is a little bit, seems pretty straightforward. It's got this little case here where there are 3 batteries. Two of them go the one direction and the other goes the opposite. You got to be careful twice. I've put the one in the wrong direction and the flashlight wasn't working. I was like, what's going on? And I thought I put them all checked and double checked, but I had them one in backwards. And one last thing, moving back to this light that I missed, that you might miss too, is that it's has a flash mode, but you click it halfway. And that a dim mode and halfway. But if you click it all the way down, it's on or off. So that is that. The price on these, I believe this headlamp's around 11 bucks. The flashlight's just under 13. A pack of 2 of these lanterns is about 18. And with discount on that, it would be a little bit less than that. So, yeah, let me know. Oh, yeah, if you go to the store too, they have other lights available. I know there's at least one other version of the headlamp and a bunch of other lighting products that they sell as well. I think the discount applies to all of those. So check those out and let me know what you think. Do you have a specific light that you like to use in your pack, your field gear or in your survival kit or in your car? What do you like best? What features do you like best? Have you ever used one of these? Or if you buy one of these, let us know in the comments below what you think of Vaunt lights. Until next time, I'm Nikia, and this is Rat and Cat. Get out there, be safe, and enjoy the wild.